What California's recall exit polls tell us about LGBTQ voters? Like the state at large, an overwhelming majority of California's LGBTQ population voted no to a Republican-led effort to recall Governor Gavin Newsom, a Democrat, and remove him from office, according to an NBC News exit poll of early and election day voters. The poll found that 7% of California recall voters identify as LGBTQ. Of those, 83% voted no to the recall and 17% voted yes. With about 70% of the projected vote counted, 64% of all Californians voted against recalling Newsom, and 36% voted in favor. I mean, it's about what we expect, right?
Right.
It's not like it's sort of surprising, at least to me. Although for a minute there were some concerns that the recall would happen. Should it happen, there was a pretty good chance that a Republican was going to be elected. So to me, it's more like people voted no just to keep any of those 24 Republicans from getting elected.
It's like status quo is the way to go.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's better than any of these people.
His end observation is not true. That's how Arnold Schwarzenegger came to power.
Exactly.
They did not say a Republican is so bad we won't recall. That's how Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, but Schwarzenegger wasn't coming off of a Trump presidency.
Yeah.
No.
Speaking of which, I want to know who has the footage of Newsom's ex-wife, beautiful Kimberly Guilfoyle, frothing at the mouth when she found out about this recall.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
Normal.
Yeah.
Right. That's exactly right. The news of this exit poll is that there's no news. Y'all have got it right, in my opinion. First off, they're estimating 7% of the voters are LGBT, which is exactly what we report over and over and over again in the last 2 years. The election results of supporting in LGBT were 83% versus 17% wanting to recall, which presumably means Republican. By the way, the LGBT vote on Trump-Biden was 83% and 17%, exactly the same. And
sorry, go ahead.
One last note: the 64% and the 14%, or the statistical count in California is almost identical to the presidential election of Biden and Trump. So over the course of nearly this year, there has been absolutely no change at all. The Republicans have made LGBTQ community has not retrenched in any way at all. Those are all good signs for 2022.
And I will tell you two things that will change is that this becomes old enough to vote, that 83% is going to go way up, and that 7% is going to go way up.
Yeah.
Now we've got to get to those other red states and try to turn the tide there.
You want to move to North Dakota?
Actually, a cabin in North Dakota would be nice.
Yeah.
It's on a postcard.
You seem like a Wyoming girl.
I do. I've got the big hat and the boots.
LGBTQ plus news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out Television Network out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to growth of the entire LGBTQ plus community.